This line has always stayed with me since the day I read it. The beauty behind the idea of keeping your loved ones alive by remembering them, talking about them, and keeping those memories alive is in itself keeping those loved ones alive in spirit. But what about those who have no one to remember them? Stonebriar was an old rehab hospice center that became the Lux Art Agency while the building awaited demolition. But the artists here started experiencing strange events all over the building. It started happening so often that they reached out to me, a local paranormal investigator who goes by the name Ghost Notes Paranormal, to see what was really going on. Due to the building's size, I hit up my paranormal ally, Grim Jim, to give a hand on capturing evidence here. But this was all only the catalyst that would end up turning into an investigation that lasted the entire summer of 2024. But with the impending demolition on the horizon, time was of the essence. So no, this documentary wasn't created to scare you with made-up stories, fake jump scares, and hyping up demonic this and that. No, what makes this documentary in itself terrifying is that everything you are about to see and experience that was captured on film here at Stonebriar is absolutely real. Remember that.
Did I see a moment with you in a half-lit world? I'm frightened to believe I must try. If I stumble, if I fall, I'm reaching out in this morning air. Have I got the strength to ask beyond the window? I feel this fear alone until we have total honesty. Like I tremble, I'm reaching out in this morning air.
Austin, Texas, is the city most known for being the live music capital of the world. Home to 6th Street and the University of Texas, amongst so many other attractions. But Austin has been all about expansion since it was first founded in December 1839. The city seems to prefer to be always bustling and growing, but in the midst of that, a lot of Austin has shifted greatly from what it was to what it is today. There are still those who hang on strong to the old mentality of what Austin stood for and what it still can represent: creative freedom. The Lux Art Agency fully embraced this idea and became a breath of fresh air to the Austin art community.
My name is Samantha Ann. I'm the CEO of Lux Art Agency, and I help bring visibility for artists into the city and try to get them jobs and, their artwork seen, and yeah.
So my name is Chris Johnston. I'm from Gilmer, Texas. I'm actually from way out in the pine trees. I am the Chief Operating Officer of Lux Art Agency, and I basically run the day-to-day operations of everything that just happens here on this footprint.
Stonebriar is a building that's over 100 years old. It was a hotel. I heard that it was a brothel, and then it was a rehab center for old folks. And now it's an artist community that I rent studios out to.
I believe not that long ago, there were people that were here learning to walk again after a hip replacement and things like that.
It's a place artist Sierra Bailey never in her wildest dreams thought she'd ever create art.
I was lucky to get in here kind of in the beginning. I have 2 rooms. All of the rooms were bedrooms. You can see the rails are still up on the ceiling. It's basically kind of like summer camp for grown-ups. We're here all creating together.
I didn't specifically pick this place. This place picked me. So my friend works for this business, and he asked me if I wanted the space, and I immediately was drawn to it. So I said yes.
My name is Carly Cantu. I'm from Lubbock, Texas originally. Moved to Austin about 13 years ago. The owner of this building really loves art, and so Lux Art was a perfect kind of trial run for us, and moving on with him because he has a lot of sky rises, so we would curate his hallways and apartment and stuff like that. So this was a perfect opportunity for us to showcase our artists that we have.
Since September, Sierra and about 37 other artists have moved into this facility in South Austin, formerly occupied by Stonebriar Rehab.
I was a little nervous when we first had this space that we kicked people out of their place of residence, but no, as it turns out, it shut down on its own. I feel like this space is the spirit of what South Austin has been and still is to many of us.
I'm Sissy Banks. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I am here on behalf of Lux Art Agency, and I'm a hardcore artist. So Stonebriar is a very special place. It attracts really, really amazing energy, and it has some type of balance that makes everybody feel amazing. We're bringing love to something that has not felt love in a long time, and so it's almost like an art bomb, before this place, goes down, we will give it love and then send them off on their way.
The next thing for this place is the Wrecking Ball. We're gonna be completely demolished here in about 2 months, and it's gonna be developed into a 7-story condominium that has beautiful sweeping views of the city because of where it's placed at here on the height of South Congress Avenue.
All of the development happening around Austin, so many empty homes, gutted, and bankrupt businesses are left waiting for someone who has a deep enough pockets, or they just get demolished for more development. These skeletons are becoming so prominent, parts of Austin seem like a ghost town. Some of these buildings carry memories that still stand. Others are simply demolished and forgotten about. Although hauntings may seem to be a rarity, I've come to find that they are way more commonplace than we realize. Most haunted buildings end up being vessels for those that pass within the walls, but also the building too can be a vessel for those spirits that were attached to the very land itself. But as for Stonebriar, reports say that the ratings were below average overall, due to low staffing and therefore not enough one-on-one time with the
Look
patients.
up here, I'm in heaven. I've got scars that can't be seen.
So the odds that any negative treatment could have left behind negative energy here is definitely possible.
Can't be stolen.
But if the land itself had any negative energy attached to it before the building's construction, Stonebriar would end up being a huge power source for those spirits that ended up there. May 11th, 2024. When Samantha from Luxar Agency reached out on Instagram and asked me to come look at Stonebriar, I really had no clue what to expect, and therefore no idea how much this building would consume my entire life just by investigating here. Stonebriar is a two-story, C-shaped building that was constructed in the 1960s and operated as the rehab center until 2023. But even doing some research around the local libraries, the history of the land before Stonebriar was constructed was actually hard to find. So it's difficult to know what really happened here and if the stories about this land is true. I immediately reached out to a friend of mine who specializes in property records, Mason, and he got back to me almost immediately.
Hey Bird, I've got some good info for you. E.J. Hood out of Austin was the first owner that was documented in 1962. He sold it to Thomas Taylor and his wife Mildred in 82. It appears from some old satellite imagery that there were some small buildings on the property, more than likely residential, until the early 60s. And then they started building the center that pretty much is what you see today. It looks like it transferred to Paul Gray. In 1985, he is a CPA and a developer of nursing homes until he retired in 2013. So he's had a long history of that. He owned it through various company names until he sold it to Caron Associates out of Chicago in 2007, and then they sold it to its current owner last year. It looks like most of the activity in the last 60 to 70 years was it being a rehab and nursing facility. But besides that, that's about it. I hope that gives you a nice little brief history of the property. Have a great day.
May 11th, 2024. First initial walkthrough. So I'm with Sam, the owner of Stonebriar right now, and we're gonna do a walkthrough of the location. She's gonna tell us about what they've experienced here and certain information that we might not know yet. So let's go ahead and take a look around.
Okay, let's go. Ready?
Thank you for showing us around.
Welcome inside.
Wow.
This used to be my office.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's we've taken a lot of things out of here and kind of like made it our own space. Actually, if we go around here and we look up, I've heard a lot of people say that they see shadows or people like peeking out into the curtains.
Out of these windows?
Yeah, out of
Wow.
the windows. Yep. One time we had an event and we had a desk that came from in there, and randomly I found this paper and it was talking about how the people that were in the rehab center were treated.
Oh.
Yeah. We've
I've
heard a
heard.
lot of horror stories.
Yeah, unfortunately.
This elevator really gives me the creeps. I turn it off all the time and it's on right now.
Oh wow, it is.
Yeah, the fan is on for some reason, but I constantly am turning it off. So.
All right, we'll see if it
It's
turns
pretty
back
weird.
on.
There is definitely a darker energy that resides in these walls, and I've seen it firsthand. I've talked to a lot of people that have been working here and living here throughout the years, and heard stories from old just tales from all the people that come through.
Yeah. And then if we keep going down here, this is one of my friend, her name's Amanda. This door, it just like randomly opens sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
And we are on the first floor, y'all, so.
And then I had my first crazy experience with a wet floor sign that was wedged in between this door, and I walked by it and it flew out and it hit me.
What?
And the people, oh my God, that scared me. Hello? That scared me. This shouldn't be open. The people that were here before me said that it had been stuck in the door for 6 months.
Really?
And that it just flew out. Yep. Do you mind if I check?
Yeah.
This has all my stuff in it and the door's not locked. So I'm kind of like, what the hell? Why is it
double
open?
check things.
I thought I heard something in here.
A lot of room.
Yeah, good thing I have my key with me. I'll have to lock it. It's disturbing. Okay. When people come to the Stonebriar, they change. We've had some really good things happen with people, and then some really bad things happen with people. It's almost like they're like possessed. So at the beginning of opening the Stonebriar to artists, we had some weird incidents with them. Like, I felt like their behavior changed. Like, some of us, we were like, I felt like we became like more like positive with the spirits in here. And then some of us just turned into crazy people. And this one artist, I had to kick him out, and he came back, and he was convinced that the space that we were just in was his space. Here, he could go in here. So he came in here and took.
It's kind of a rec room. It's like.
I'm always creeped out. He crawled in there to break into my room
Oh.
because he thought it was his room.
Through the ceiling,
Through the
over
ceiling.
the wall,
Yeah.
into that room.
Yeah, the chair is still there too.
Oh wow. Word.
This is not the first time that somebody has crawled through the crawl space.
Oh my gosh.
During the time of having the Stonebriar. And we've only had the Stonebriar for a year, so.
Oh, okay.
And then you can go upstairs.
Thank you.
Welcome inside the upstairs. This area has had a lot of activity with crazies.
Just like the people kind of turning.
Like, I feel
For
like
the
if you
worse.
were just not happy with yourself, it made it worse.
Oh man.
There's been like, I've seen people like throw beer bottles down here.
I can definitely see that it's got a certain type of person that feels at home here. I think that Stonebriar attracts a kind of person that isn't afraid of the darkness, that maybe relishes it some, that understands that that's part of how things are, and knowing that we all know what happened here. There's been multiple confirmed stories of, old workers just coming in and telling us, that bad things happened here. There was a lot of pain in here for a long time, and then finding out how many people passed.
So this place does attract certain kind of people, creative people, like-minded people, and at the same time it does take a toll on the people it does attract. It really does. So it can make you feel volatile, feel anxious, can make you feel angry, it can make you feel, and then it's almost like once you leave, it's, it's not about the collective of people here, it's about the building. I think the building's energy depends on the person. If you're having a bad day, I think it makes it worse. So the building itself will feed off whatever energy you bring to the building. If you're doing great, like it's gonna give you good energy. If you're having a bad day, you're going to sink deeper into that bad day coming in here.
We had another individual. He destroyed a pier and tried to get through another room.
What?
Yeah. It's eerie up here. It used to be full of life.
Have you seen anything yourself?
Just like shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It used to be climate controlled everywhere. It was like 69 degrees in here at all times, and it was all set the same. So we tried to change it so that it was more accommodating. We were all freezing every single day.
Yeah, and that's
Now
cold.
it's hot because we broke the AC on purpose, but
Good old Texas summer. But 69 is freezing.
Yeah.
It's really cold.
yeah. And then I also feel like this side has like some weird vibes down here. I had to take this person to a hospital because I thought that, you know, he called the police on himself. He thought he wanted to kill himself.
No.
And he couldn't communicate.
Oh my God, that's scary.
It was scary. I've never been in a situation like that, but you see, you hear like weird noises. I feel like I always get creepy vibes in here. Especially in this closet.
It's a huge closet.
Yeah. There's so many different
Little nooks and crannies.
Oh, this is another thing. These sometimes will all open up.
What?
Every single door.
Oh, that one's open.
And I constantly turn this light off and it's always on. Constantly turning off lights and shutting doors that I know that I already shut or turned off. We could go down here. I don't think we need a code. Oh, it's dark.
Got this light.
Nah, let's not do that.
No? Not
It's
feeling
too dark. It's just too dark down there.
So you said the last day here is
The last day of July.
July.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Somebody's definitely down here. Might be my friend Sissy, actually. This is a piano that I painted that's over 100 years old. One of the keys is broken.
One of the oldest things in this building.
It really is. This has gotten a lot of play.
That's awesome.
Everybody's very attached to it. The creepiest thing to me in this whole building really is back here. It's very creepy. It gets creepier over here. It has a weird smell.
Oh yeah.
It really creeps me out.
Yeah.
You got the lights going off.
Right.
It gets creepier back here. You open the door. Is anyone in there?
No, just a water heater. Damn.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know why, but this area is very, very creepy to me.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's just because it's like a tight little space. I think like, again, there were, it was a rehab center with a lot of old folks and,
The mistreatment.
the mistreatment of them. They could have there was so many wheelchairs in here. They could have had them on a wheelchair and just like wheeled them in a closet and left them there for hours.
Yeah.
And that's what it seems like because the energy still lingers.
So with all of this new information at hand, I finally coordinate a visit and I'm told that I am welcome to investigate as much as I can before the upcoming demolition. The first night I was alone in Stonebriar, I went live on TikTok and started investigating with the Spirit Box, a radio device that scans through radio stations at a rate you select, but with a white noise added to allow the spirits to speak through the device and actually hear their voice. I seemed to be drawn to the certain side of the building, which really felt like the darkest side, and the energy was so thick you could feel it. This table caught my attention and ended up getting some responses coming through, as well as this mirror. But after warming up with a few other devices, I grabbed the Spirit Box and I head towards the hallway, and you won't believe the very first word that comes through. Addict. Oh my god, the first fucking word that just came through here was addict. With no Spirit Box going and it's just like silent in here. It's fucking freaky. As I finish up the session, I head back to my vehicle to grab a new device. But as I'm walking back to my car, it feels like something's behind me the entire time. You see that heart on the wall? Is it down this way? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Holy shit, y'all. My light just went off and I just got so fucking scared. That was my headlamp that turned off. Like, I literally freaked out there for a second. I did not know what to do. As I'm going live on TikTok, a viewer points out that there's a heart on the wall. Did you see that heart on the wall? After reading her comment, I turn around, and once my light hits the heart on the wall, it turns off. Also, after the live feed, I had a friend that is very sensitive to energy reach out to me and tell me this. She said your light cut off because the energies following you were essentially already moving at your pace with momentum, and turning around suddenly was an abrupt clash. Holy shit. With something obviously affecting the energy here, I do one last session with the Spirit Chat. The Spirit Chat version 4 is a new device that reads the electromagnetic energy around the device, but it also has an inner word bank of over 10,000 words and phrases. The theory is that if the entity is intelligent, it can manipulate the energy around the device to pick specific words. And after using it for a while, not much was coming through until... There's like a shirt hanging out one of the doors over there, kind of close to the bathroom. And it's just hanging out of the doorway, like somebody just kind of placed it there to set it there. And you see that shirt there? Can you move that? I feel static all around me, y'all. Like my legs. And usually I feel it around my face, you know, like my beard. Tap on one of those doors. Show me you're here. Yep, still on. If you come by this little object right here, I'll be able to hear you. You can choose any word you want to say to me. I'm about to leave, so if you want to say something, please do. Oh my God.
Make me.
Oh, I got goosebumps, y'all. Like, it said make me. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be pushy. Oh my God, it said, and it was so quiet for so long. That was like 5 minutes of nothing coming through that. Thank you for, I'm sorry, like, that was enough for me. There was something about Stonebriar. Every time I came to visit, it was always hard to leave. But as soon as I did leave the premises, I would feel completely drained. Not knowing any better, I chalked it up to being tired from my day job and started lining up potential investigators that I could reach out to that I felt were up for a location like this. Even after 7 years of investigating just the sheer size of this building, I knew I needed someone to give me a hand for documenting what was going on here. Enter Grim Jim from Las Vegas, a TikTok friend of mine who is a seasoned TV film producer and camera operator with years of experience, specializing in paranormal documentaries and national network broadcast series. So it just made sense to reach out to him for a collaboration. Grim Jim, thank you for being a part of this, man. I can't wait to see what we get here. We, night one of our investigation here at Stonebriar.
Oh, this place is definitely massive, man.
Right? Like, we got 2 whole floors, a left and a right wing. So
I'm hoping we can split up in here too. Hopefully it's not too crazy, you know?
Yeah, totally.
So, I mean, if I'm over on that end or you're on this end,
yeah,
it'll be good.
Yeah. Any kind of like hot spot, if you're feeling something, you know, let me know for sure. All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
We're pretty weird vibes, man.
While I show Jim around Stonebriar for the very first time, there's more experiences from other artists that stayed here that might give us more of a look into what we will capture here.
I'm Este, and I run Verbal Studio, and it's a studio here at Stonebriar, and I've been running it since 2016.
Hi, my name is Christian Amadeus Rodriguez, and I'm an artist. I'm from San Antonio originally, but I lived in Austin about 10 years, so kind of feel like now it's my hometown too.
So some of the paranormal stories that I've heard recently, I have a friend that was the first person that moved into Stonebriar. They said that they were asleep in their bedroom, and they started hearing noises coming from the bathroom. And they got up, they didn't see anything, so they just thought it's an old building, whatever. But then they had another experience where they were sitting watching TV, and their Alexa turned on by itself, and they got extremely freaked out about that. After that, they told me that they just were ignoring it the entire time that they were here. They never felt comfortable being here. And shortly after, they moved out of Stonebriar. So,
yeah, my first experience was just like this unsettling feeling at night, especially when I'm trying to go to sleep, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Just like hearing, you know, people, bumps in the night, just like this kind of like itchy feeling. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but just kind of like a sad sorrow kind of feel from where I am, you know, in this place.
Whatever's here seems to be very powerful and feeds off the energy of whoever visits here. The moment we start trying to investigate, Grim Jim's camera starts acting up.
My camera's like super acting up.
Oh, really? Like it won't focus?
Yeah, it's like super slow too.
Oh, whoa.
Don't like that.
Yeah, it looks like jittery.
I would feel it like right here, like in the basement, I think, is where I get the most creeped out, you know? Like right here, kind of like towards, like just beyond the stairs a little bit, where the washers are, I think. I think maybe there's something there going on there.
Are you feeling anything right now?
Yeah, I'm thinking about that night that I had a panic attack. I was staying up pretty late, and I've suffered from sleep paralysis for years. When I was a kid, you know, I would be haunted by the old hag, or, you know, succubus, or all kinds of weird little shadow figures, you know, cloaked figures and stuff. So this kind of stuff revisits me, you know, this kind of energy, and I feel it coming back, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what it was doing, man. Like, it's like it wasn't focusing, and then it's like super slow to. I mean, that's a good sign that if it is something that's attracted to this or me, and that's the thing, man. I've been on so many investigations. I mean, I feel like I'm a magnet for this type of thing to happen.
Okay. If you're like open to it, they'll latch on, or they'll just be like, hey.
When I first came, I was touring the place with Sam, which is the CEO of LuxArt. It was before anything was in here. There was still hospital beds upstairs, a lot of medical equipment, and they were still trying to get stuff out of here. I think there was only one security guard here at that time. And we were walking around. She was just giving us a tour of the new place and how we were imagining how everything was going to go down. I mean, it's kind of cool just to be inside an abandoned place and with all that medical stuff. So we were just kind of bewildered by it. We went upstairs. I want to say it's the right side, the right wing. It's kind of darker up there for some reason. I don't know if the lights just don't work. It just feels very obscure. We're walking in there, and immediately I started feeling sick. Kind of like a nausea that I couldn't shake off. I started feeling kind of short of breath. So I thought maybe it's just like you know, maybe I'm starting to feel sick. I do have asthma. So it's really rare for me to get a flare up. But yeah, while I was up there, immediately I felt like I didn't feel right. We were just there shortly. It must have been like 5 minutes while she was like just telling us about the place, and we like left. We came downstairs, and immediately I felt so much better. A few times after that, she asked me to do inventory of all the medical equipment and furniture so we could liquidate them. So I came several times to Stonebriar by myself during the day to kind of just check out the rooms, see how much furniture was left. There was a lot of hospital beds, a lot of wheelchairs lying around. In one of those instances, I was upstairs again in that right wing, and those 2 times that I was up there, I still kept feeling sick. But the last time that I was up there, I was inside one of the rooms, and I kept hearing people talking, like multitude people talking. It sounded like almost that they were overlapping pretty much. And I started wondering, it's like, oh, I thought there was no one here. I just a security guard and me. So I went out to kind of peek and see if there was anyone else, thinking maybe Sam brought people up to tour, because they usually do that. But there was no one there, so I freaked out, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gone. I was only here for like an hour, and on my way down, I bumped into the security guard, and I kind of like was asking him, is there anyone here? He's just like, no, it's just you and I. And I still had to do a little bit more inventory, so I just asked him to kind of walk with me a little. Oh.
Stand by.
As Este is explaining one of her experiences here, one of the spotlights turns off on its own.
It's creepy. I personally hate upstairs. I think after that, I just never went back up there. Actually, no, I'm lying. I did go back up there. There was like a party that they had here, and people were just kind of walking around the place, and still the same feeling, like in your gut, like that anxiety, just never went away. So after that, I have never been up there. I forgot all the codes to the doors. I was just like, I'm never going up there ever again.
Got mine going.
Sweet.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we should probably set some stuff up and see.
Maybe try the K2?
Yeah.
Let's see it. Because my EMF detector just would not stop. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Cow.
Yeah, they're like, there's something, it's like super strong, and it's like dangerously strong.
That's not good if there's like a high wattage or voltage in here as well.
Right. Like that just could be physically dangerous, not spiritually dangerous.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just like right in that area. Nothing even on there.
A lot of people say that it's just like, you know, like stagnant energy, I guess. Oh, okay. Wow, that's so weird. I'm getting the chills.
And yet, once again, the moment she's talking about the energy itself, the lights turn off.
That's creepy.
And that's
Get me out of here. I think I was telling you about the energy stuff. Yeah, no, I personally believe it's like, it feels like stagnant energy. I feel like I'm an empath sometimes, so even when like someone is like feeling sad or angry, I kind of pick up on it really easily. But going up there, it just felt overwhelming. And, you know, I try to kind of not say that it's anxiety inducing, but that's kind of how it felt. So I feel that it's just stagnant energy. I mean, there's a lot of people that come and gone from this building, so who knows, you know, right? Like, what's here?
Given the history of, you know, old people here, I would speculate that there's maybe like a sadness or like a loneliness, you know. So that's what old people, you know, they suffer from, you know, their family members not visiting them, that kind of thing. And that's kind of like the presence that I feel this is what's going on around here. Like a need to be loved or something like that. I'm not sure. But.
Is this telling us something?
Keep going. Getting closer down that way. Yeah, dude, all this stuff was not here last time I was here.
It's definitely not a good energy that I'm feeling.
Dude, it's like,
What is going on here?
whoa. Definitely would not want to use that elevator. You feeling anything?
It's just it's a constant just uneasiness, honestly.
Yeah. It's like a nervousness for some
Yeah.
reason.
My chest is definitely getting heavy.
Same. It like feels really like pressure in the middle.
Even as we make down here, it's like getting heavier.
Nice.
Someone's jamming.
I know, I was gonna say, it's just always an adventure. Seeing like somewhere like this where it's, you know, they just probably made some crazy art in there. Oh. Dude, I've never.
What's that?
I haven't checked any of this out. Okay, yeah, that just goes out to the street, it looks like. Well, keep on going.
Yeah.
This is just the first floor, so. There's a gurney somewhere too.
Oh yeah?
Like they use it to like move shit. You go up these stairs to go to the second floor if you want.
Okay. Just an uneasy feeling down there, man. It's not good.
Right. There's a lot of people here tonight. But this hallway, during some of the live feeds, it's been pretty dark. We could try maybe set up something on this hallway.
Sure.
Oh, it's hot, y'all. Sorry.
Very hot.
No AC. But yeah, it was like around here. Just seemed pretty active. And then that Make Me I got right here.
Ooh, yeah, super heavy here.
This corner, something that, like, we got a mirror, that table.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I'm sure you know, but with mirrors facing each other, it makes a portal.
Mhm.
Have you heard that?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if it's even reflections or whatever, I mean, it could be.
And that light there too.
Right.
Dude, like, I swear, like, I was here and I heard footsteps run up to me here. So, it's an art collective, so there's somebody cutting hair a little bit ago that I saw. I was like, man, I was just talking about getting my hair cut. I heard like footsteps, y'all. I heard like it almost sounded like it was running at me, and I got really cold. Like I have goosebumps. Surprisingly, these footsteps were caught on the mic, and you can hear them after I say the word man. A little bit ago that I saw, I was like, man, I was just talking. If you listen very closely, it sounds like bare feet running up to me. A little bit ago that I saw, I was like, man, whew. just hearing footsteps alone is so unnerving. So it's like, I wouldn't mind definitely investigating over here a little bit more. I think it'd be a good time. It almost gets like, even though it's so simple of a structure, like a C shape, like you still get kind of lost. You know, it's like, I don't know if it's just the vibes or that, you know, I haven't really been here that much, but let's try the
You want to try to put something there?
Yeah, let's try that. This one seemed to be doing. Let's try that. Ooh, that was a big old jump. It was like, yeah. Went up to red though. There it goes again. Don't see any electricals. Can you make that turn red for me? Can you get closer? Ooh, can you get closer to me? Touch my hand. Oh. It's just so weird how it jumps up that high, you know? Just check this area over here where those footsteps were heard. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, like literally this whole like little stretch.
Well, there's a power box right here too, just to
there we go.
debunk that.
Okay. Still not surprisingly going red. I thought it would definitely go red. But right here it was jumping, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And this is pretty much like this. I heard him over here, and then I heard him over here when I was over there, so.
Wow.
There it goes again. For some reason, the thought when I heard those footsteps, it kind of made me think that they were coming out of the stairway, like it was residual or something, you know?
Could be, man.
It's like, that is jumping.
Seems like a great place for a grippy sock vacation.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
I'm glad like so many of the artists are using it like this. This is where I've been doing most of the preliminary investigations.
Oh, it's a photography studio. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. And I want to say, like, Sam, when she did the first walkthrough with me, she said this wing, it seemed like all the artists seemed to like, it was like this wing, all the artists seemed to like go crazy, or just like they had to leave on bad terms, like she had to kick them out. It was always this side of the building, she said.
Seem to be dead flowers everywhere.
Yeah. You can tell they care about this spot, or at least they're using it for what it's supposed to be. I did hear they do have some pretty crazy parties sometimes. But
Do they?
yeah. To help you walk, learn how to walk again.
Ooh, it's creepy with the eyes.
Right.
Does this go back downstairs?
Yeah, it goes back to the first floor. Thank you. And we've done like a full circle pretty much. So I think it was pretty obvious to us, at least, where we're gonna do it. It seemed like that main hallway and then that side.
Yeah.
It was like both the top and the bottom floor, it seemed like.
I agree.
So.
Should we gear up?
Yeah, let's gear up.
As an artist, right, my first experience with Stonebriar was a little bit different. I was over in the other space working, and I needed a place to crash, right? Because typically as artists, we work in kind of this frenzied, compulsive mood where we have to work until we're done. And then you may not have a whole lot of time to sleep. So I picked out one of the studios upstairs to go and just crash out in. And so I laid down a little bed, and it was one of the smaller ones. Just, I didn't want to take up any space. I was just needed a little bit of rest for before the sun came up in like an hour, you know. And yeah, I decided that that was a bad idea, because when I went to sleep, it seems like as soon as I fell asleep, I woke straight back up. The foot of the little bed faced a closet, and there was still light coming through the window. You could see that there was lights. I wasn't completely dark. And inside of the closet, I had this little outline of it wasn't like a person, but it was more like the shape of something. And so as I just kind of set up, looked at it more, and looked at it more, and the more that I looked at it, the more it wasn't there, if that makes sense. I don't know. Sitting there staring into this like darkness that just kept getting darker the harder I tried to look into it. Finally, I sat back and was just like, closed my eyes, sat there for a minute, and then when I looked back up, it was just closet. And so I packed up my little things and was like, okay, that's enough for me for tonight. I forget, I pulled up my stuff, and I think I went and slept in the truck because I was done.
Using the SLS camera, I do a sweep of the building on the way to our next session. SLS stands for Structured Light Sensor. The camera has an infrared light projector that shows everything as dots arranged in a grid formation. These infrared dots allow the camera to show depth and detail and look for human shapes to track. Using the same technology as video games that use human gestures, this detects paranormal entities that the program recognizes as a human shape based on the body parts and joints. I know it's just like normal colored paint, but it's so creepy.
The whole place is just a creepy vibe, honestly. And that light ain't helping it either.
Right.
Yeah, my heart's starting to race right now.
Yeah. You feeling anything around you?
Just that anxiety, like my heart's like racing really, really fast.
It's like, I don't know if it's just you saying that, but I feel the same way. The more we walk around the building, the more unsettling we both feel just being here. Almost like a feeling like something is just constantly watching you around every corner.
I do believe in the paranormal. I've had few close encounters and stuff happened to me that I can't explain. So another instance, I was in my studio between some of my clients, and I fell asleep in my studio. It must have been mid-afternoon. I usually like the quiet, so I fell asleep in silence. And I kept having this strange dream where my house was flooding and I couldn't get the water out, so I began drowning. And in that moment, I got sleep paralysis. And usually when I do get sleep paralysis, it comes with a lot of physical pain. Never with like anything auditory. But when that happened, I just started hearing just people screaming in my ear. And it was extremely terrifying. I woke up pretty much in a cold sweat and I got out of there. I think about a week or two later, my studio flooded. The pipes burst during like the winter, but then the leak was ongoing. They couldn't fix it, so I had to move out of my studio because of it. And I think shortly after that, I decided that I wanted to get my studio completely out of here. I didn't feel like the energy was serving me. And I also feel like I got a little depressed being here. Like even working, it just didn't feel right. I want to say that my dream was almost a premonition towards my studio flooding, or that I had to leave. And I took that and decided to leave. I made the right choice, I think.
The fact that so many of the artists here had these kind of occurrences around the time they were sleeping says so much about the energy here. When you're sleeping, you're at your most vulnerable. So something here is very much aware of every single person that steps into Stonebriar and seems to almost target those who have high energy levels, whether it be positive or negative.
All right.
Pretty cool.
Second, you were saying that you were getting some weird readings like right in here, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
this is where I heard the footsteps too. It looks pretty perfectly set up for like this little area right here.
Right.
So those only go off if you move them, right?
Right. So it'll cut off in just a second, like that. But if it lights up, something's moving it.
Okay.
So yeah, these are originally they're called cat balls.
Oh. Dude.
That was instantaneous.
Yeah, and you were like, you didn't move at all.
No.
And it's still going. What the fuck? Should have stopped by now.
I'm gonna put one just right here. Yeah, that should go.
Oh man.
Again.
Oh my god, dude. And I feel so weird. Like I feel kind of cold, but it's so not cold in here. Like I got goosebumps out of nowhere for some reason. It's like where I asked it to say something and it said make me, so it's probably not going to do what we ask. Nice. And then the spirit gate I got.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, dude. Why? Yeah, there's no electrical outlet or anything. Nice. And then I got mine. So this is pretty awesome. 2 different spirit chat devices, an EMF detector, and cat balls. Should be interesting. We decided to set up the very first session of the night here in the same area where I had such strong activity during my very first visit. And rightfully so, because that was just the beginning of what they wanted to tell us. So we're here to talk to you. My name is Bert and this is Jim.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Ooh.
Do you have something to tell us? I'm not here to hurt, harm, or remove you. This is your safe space. We just want to know more about you and your story. And we have lots of gear here. If you see any of the lights or anything that's lit up, it's a way to communicate with us. So if you need to use our...
Late.
Look at that. It's lighting up all the way to red.
And it was wild that, wow.
Were you a patient here? And feel free to use our energy to be able to communicate. Mom.
Money.
Money?
Yeah, money. I was innocent. Whoa. Holy shit.
That's crazy.
So, you didn't want to be here? Oh my God, it just started going off. Were you brought here against your will?
That thing's spiking.
Thank you for talking to us.
You're doing an excellent job here. Thank you.
Yes.
Can we get a name? And there's little balls on the floor. Feel free to touch it.
Whoa. Well, this is... What a spot. Can you tell me which one of those emotions you feel right now? Many hours. Have you been here a long time? Dude, that thing is so active here.
Do they hurt you here?
I feel so uneasy right now.
Yeah.
I earn it? Oh, I own it. Do you own this land? Is that why you're here? Is that why you're so protective? Hot. Yeah, it is hot. Dude, what the hell? Again, any of these little objects around here, please feel free to touch them. Play with them. Run. Dude, and the fact that that one's not going off that much is like awesome to me. I think that's super important too.
Yeah, they're both the same.
Oh, there we go. Musician. Dude, we're fucking both musicians.
We are.
Dude.
Do you like the music that they play here?
There goes the red.
Elderly man.
Elderly man at a hospice center, dude.
Are we speaking with the elderly man right now?
God, I have both arms.
Look at it. It's like it's going all the way to red when I asked that. Can you please go back to yellow? Can you please step away from it? The device that you're lighting up?
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh. Taylor. Tweak.
Is your name Taylor?
Dude. Tweak too. I don't know why I'm whispering, but.
Tweak. I mean, this was a rehab center.
Exactly.
Is your name Taylor?
Wow, appeal.
Wow, that thing's off the charts again. Do you want to chat with us?
Trail.
Yeah, there's a trail of balls here. Can you light each one of them up? Can you light up those balls on 3, please? 1, 2, 3.
Holy fuck.
Which ball? Any of them. Can you light the one up in the chair? I'm curious if it's more of an intelligent haunting that's going on here, because I mean, they seem to be communicating.
Yeah. Totally intelligent. Punishment.
Were you punished? Were you put here for punishment? Are we still talking to Taylor or someone else speaking with us right now?
flickering.
So are we speaking with different people then?
I bet, dude. And make sure to, if you guys want to talk to us, take turns. You know, let us know.
Say trail again.
Again? Trail? What could that mean?
Do you know what year it is?
Must not. I'm literally not trying to overreact. These are blowing my mind right now.
Are you happy where you're at? What?
Alone.
You're alone where you're at?
Man, that's heavy. This thing is super active, dude.
What's something you miss while you're alive? What's something you're missing right now? Died?
Dive. Like swimming.
Did you like swimming? What's something you miss in the afterlife? Might?
Yep.
Can you tell me your favorite food that you enjoyed while you were alive? Feel free to use our energy.
Neck.
Huh. She jumped.
Oh my God. Did somebody take their life here? I don't think it's high enough to like jump out.
I mean, you could probably break something.
Yeah.
Fall on your head, right?
And if you're like struggling mentally, that could happen. Total. Are we on the right track? And anytime we ask a question that K2, it just starts going off. Oh, they scream.
When that happened, I just started hearing just people screaming in my ear.
Give.
They scream.
Dude.
Who's they?
Yeah.
Nick?
Oh my God, it is Nick. What? Direct response, brother.
It's an intelligent spirit for sure. Oh.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Mammoth. For some reason, I just got a feeling like whatever was just here got bigger.
Yeah.
Like it feels like in the water. Are you using the water supply here to stay here? Your energy is trapped here? Or do you like being here?
I have a crazy idea.
What's up?
Do you want to maybe put the, what is that called?
SLS?
Aim at the chair and see if anything pick. Behind closet.
Behind closet? Well, let's find a closet real quick.
Did you hear?
Oh
Poltergeist.
My God, dude.
Dude, I just got the chills.
Ooh, look, dude. My hair is standing up. What?
Are we talking with the poltergeist?
Mary? Isn't that a name? Yep. Every time, dude. That's 3 names now.
We
Nick.
have Taylor, Nick, and Mary. All right, so we're talking, well, poltergeists, evil spirits, I mean, they can pretend to be something that they're not, you know? Eggs? Is that what you miss in the Afterlife?
Oh, you asked
Yeah.
food, dude. It could take a little time for it to get that energy.
It could be somebody else too.
True. And they're like, I'm still thinking about food. Years since they've had eggs.
If we brought you some eggs back tomorrow, would you accept them? Or can we bring anything to you?
You know. Ooh.
It said super.
So if you sit in that chair, I'll be able to see you with this object right here. Area. Dude, I don't care how bad I'm sweating right now. This is incredible.
Piano. You sure are lighting up that K2 meter here. Can you step away, please?
That is so high, too.
Can you take a step back? Bad timing.
Do you mind us asking you all these questions? We're just here to
Wait.
We're just here to talk to you. We just want to ask you some questions and find out why you're here. What's so special about this place?
Do you have a message for us?
9.
What's that one?
Spring.
Very interesting.
Dude, I'm glad we chose this spot. This is...
Do you have a message for us?
Is there any spot that we...
Clearing up?
Clearing up. Okay, yeah, take your time. It takes a lot of energy for you to talk to us, so we understand.
How can I?
Wow, how can I? Yeah.
You can use our energy or any of the instruments or gadgets you see. Feel free to drain the batteries, but definitely use us as a conduit as well.
You can't attach to us. Whenever we leave here, you have to stay here. Is that okay? But while... Oh, they both went off.
Medicine?
And lighthouse.
Huh.
I got a feeling we're talking to a couple. Like, not like a couple, like a partner and a partner, but there's a couple of spirits here for sure.
I'm curious if that's what the 9 meant. We're talking to 9 different people. Wide?
Yep.
Do you want us to take a step back? Are we too close to you? Oh man, that thing's lighting up the K2.
Ooh. Oh my God.
We can take a step back. We don't encroach on you.
Could be like... Please repeat.
Wow.
Okay, we'll give you room. Dude, wow, dude.
Your spirit chat's on fire, man.
And it's like that area, dude. Something... It hurts.
What hurts?
And remember, the energy around the device has to change for a response to come through.
Are you in pain? How can we help you?
Round. Do you want us to go around the building and talk to other folks here?
K2, man.
Did you like being here? Did you better yourself while you were here? Wow. It's like it's charging up and we're seeing it through the EMF detector, and then whatever it chooses to communicate through, it chooses it.
Can you tell me what this is? Have my hands on? Take your time.
What is this? Oh my God, dude. It's literally curious. It's talking to you, man. It's really answering to you.
What is this? No way, dude. That's crazy. Thank you so much. You're doing an excellent job.
I just got really lightheaded. I don't know if that's because I just if I'm holding my breath or something.
Bacon? You want
Eggs
bacon,
and
egg?
Bacon, dude.
Bacon and eggs?
They're still thinking about food.
Well, it's probably another person coming through.
Yeah.
We'll bring you a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit tomorrow.
Dude, I bet they had bomb breakfast here. Like a hospice. Cells.
Like blood cells?
Maybe. Did you think these were cells? Were you treated like that? Hopefully you had freedom and got to walk around and enjoy the day. One.
Oh, we're just talking with one person now? I don't know, man. It's kind of got me thinking with the poltergeist thing, honestly.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's definitely no way.
What'd it say?
This one says tornado.
Oh, shit. And boots.
Huh.
This one keeps on mentioning like kind of like atmospheric things, like something that they like witnessed, you know, spring, a lighthouse.
A tornado.
Tornado.
Above.
Above.
Are you downstairs? Is that where you're at? Are we above you?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like it charges up because you see it in the K2 and then it spits it out.
Yep. Head.
Did you hurt your head here?
Property.
Huh.
Again, I felt like something earlier was the owner or whoever owned the property back in the day. Did you own this property? Are you happy with what happened?
What's going on with mine?
Whoa. Uh-oh. Dude, it's like fading away. What the fuck? There's no way that the battery died that fast.
No.
Cry. Don't affect our equipment. You can use the energy. Maybe that's what it did, dude.
Yeah, it's probably draining that to be able to answer us.
Dude,
I
there
don't
it
like
goes
that.
again. What the fuck, dude?
I got batteries downstairs, but
Total again.
was that you affecting this piece of equipment? Was that you? I gotta set this down for a second. I'm kind of getting a little lightheaded.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ascend. Thank you for talking to us. Again, you cannot attach to us, but we were. Cult?
A cult?
Oh my God. Oh, my phone just turned off. Oh, it's overheating. Oh, shit.
Is that a good time to break for a second?
Yeah, I guess so. Again, dude?
Wow. Is that you affecting me?
While Jim is getting affected and my phone is overheating, Jim wanders into a room and finds this. Well, thank you for talking
Dude.
to us. We're going to let you charge, and we'll be right back.
Bert, come here for a second. It's a piano.
No way.
Yeah, dude. Look at it.
Wait, hold on. We need to capture this. Just said something. So he just found this. And look what it is.
It's a piano of some sort.
Dude, that thing is gorgeous, like whatever it is. But wow, dude. And literally, it said closet, and I mean, that's a bathroom. Oh,
That's
there-
probably a closet.
Dude, that's a big ass closet, too. Yep.
Can you make a knock on the wall for us in here?
Hold on. That just said something. It said ruled out and rewind.
Huh.
I mean, Dude, you see us?
How many of us are there? How many?
Or do you see the other spirits here? Are you trying to warn us? You. They're talking about us.
Yeah. So how many of us are there?
And dude, that is just the letter U. Wow.
Yeah, I know we're getting like really, holy shit.
What? What?
Dude, I completely just saw a shadow right here. I saw hands like it was like this. And then like,
Oh, so you saw an arm come out? Ooh.
yeah, it was almost like a body, and I just saw the last part of the hand like go this way, but like right here. Like it was like a hand.
Dude, I got goosebumps again. What?
It was planned.
Oh my God, dude. Are you watching us? You can come talk to us. Dude, I just... Yeah. And it spiked when it happened. Dude, before I said that, I got so scared for no reason.
That freaked me out, man.
Dude, I could tell, like, you...
It was like slow. It was like somebody was just like walking and
But
just,
their arm.
Yeah. But they were like touching the glass from the outside.
And like
this.
dragging out.
Yeah.
That's... Doc. And that thing's going off again, dude. This is the wildest thing.
Was that you I saw through the window?
Terror.
Yeah, I was a little scared.
Dude, that was the first time I felt scared all night for that. It felt like, once you said that, I felt like somebody was behind me. As we start ending the session and picking up equipment, the spirit chat goes off for one last response, showing that they're still watching us. Oh my God,
What'd it
dude.
say?
Add a ball. Add a ball as you were picking up the balls.
It's
Right.
intelligent, man. Whatever we're working with here is very intelligent. It knows why we're here, what we're doing.
Yeah. Dude.
It's incredible.
Thank you for talking to us.
We're going to come back, okay?
We'll definitely be back.
My name's Rick Reyna. I'm here from Austin. I was born not too far away from here, just maybe a couple miles down the road that way. I retired from the Austin Police Department. I was there about 25 years with the APD. And I got to grow up here too, so that's what's kind of unique about this place and kind of a special place for me. I still come down here frequently. This is kind of my running route. My house where I was born in, and my grandmother's and grandfather's house next door. We all grew up there, uncles, aunts, everybody lived next door to each other at Reyna and Dunlap Street, hence Reyna, after my grandfather. Like I said, this place has always been special for me. As far as the structure behind me, my grandparents, this was a rest home at one time. Both my grandparents on my dad's side were both here. And I remember coming here and visiting them after they had their strokes, and then my grandmother had a brain tumor. I remember going through this place and visiting them. I must have been maybe 13 years old, somewhere around there, in between there. First my grandfather and then later my grandmother. But both of them were on that side of the building there in the back. I remember walking through and going up to the second floor, and they kind of stay in the corner facing South Congress. I got to work in some different areas, but I got to work over here for like a couple of years, off and on, as a patrolman before I got promoted. And it used to be really bad. There used to be prostitutes running up and down South Congress. They'd have to take calls on them. Of course, dealing narcotics out here. They would just be on the street around here, and that's when the neighborhood started decaying.
21 men tonight face prostitution charges after police rounded them up in South Austin. It's part of an ongoing effort to clean up a stretch of South Congress Avenue.
Now the prostitutes are gone, and narcotics are still out here. Yeah, heroin is the big one. Making traffic stops, and the guy, so desperate for the heroin, shooting himself up while another guy was driving, and then, couldn't get the needle in, the blood everywhere, So that was interesting. It was an interesting place because I knew I knew the streets, I knew where, people could hide and run and stuff. So I liked working out here. I took a lot of pride as far as working out here, yeah. I remember going to the Austin Theater, like I said, where I used to go when I was a kid. Later, when I was a cop, it became a XXX theater. And I remember taking calls, having to go in there, and it was so gross, man. It was just horrible. You can imagine, yeah. Stains everywhere, and it was gross. But I remember taking calls and having to go in that place, and oh God, it was just not like my theater when I grew up when I was a kid. So I've been here like forever. And see, one thing, I guess I just kind of like thank my mom and dad, and man, they were good to me. And
I really appreciate you.
Yeah, I miss my grandparents and both my mom and dad's family, and I've had a lucky life. Yeah.
Sorry about the loss.
Yeah, it's I think about them, and that's why it's so hard to leave here, and that's why I can't sell my properties. My grandfather moved here in the 30s and moved a house from Niederwalde here. He came from Mexico before that, and his second wife, which is my grandmother, he brought her here, and yeah, it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be here. And everything kind of works out at the end, I'm so lucky. I still got my health, battled leukemia for a little bit. I've survived that. The same leukemia killed my mom. She battled it for 5 years, and man, I'm still alive. And I don't know, man, why I'm still here. I should be dead. Yeah, maybe there's some reason I'm here, and yeah, maybe I'll find it at the end. I don't know.
I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, if I'd have been here, I would have met you at Spokesman. All the good people at Spokesman that have always treated me right. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Anytime.
You're
Anytime.
great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Jacob Galvan. I'm the Freeside artist, and I'm one of the artists here at Lux Art Agency. There's been plenty of spots in here that like I would be walking and feeling super like happy, and then all of a sudden it just felt like someone was standing on my chest, or the air would get real weird and heavy. Never really had the coldness, just more had like this feeling like someone was on me or right next to me, or just like trying to shove me into something. I don't know what that was, but it always happens in one area of the Stonebriar. So I tend to stay away from it ever since that happened because it just freaks me out. The kitchen area, that area in the back. I don't know what it is about that spot. It just, even when we first got here and we were just like exploring, it just always was like, I always felt like I wasn't supposed to be there, like all the way. It was very, very strange feelings.
It's super sad that this place is going to be demolished.
Yeah.
You can totally feel like the energy that's in here. Like, I mean, it's a lot of built up through being the rehab and also the nursing home. I can only imagine if these walls could talk, man. So heavy right there.
Right here.
Even like walking in here, like it just feels like there's pressure on your head, right? Like if you like are moving to go upstairs. I don't like it.
Yeah, dude. It's like such a thick energy right there. With just 2 more sessions planned, we make sure to make them count, starting with the Estes method session and what the artists call the ghost wing.
One of the most active spots is we call the ghost wing. There's a section of the building that was cordoned off for COVID, and being that it was a nursing home during COVID, it really has a lot to do with what I see. Whenever I take people into there, I can almost always count on just feeling a little funny.
The Estes method uses the spirit box, but instead of a speaker, noise-canceling headphones are used. One person asks questions out loud. The other person wears the headphones, hearing only the spirit box responses. So if they say a response that corresponds with the question that they couldn't even hear, that is considered incredible evidence.
Pendant. Okay.
All right, so whoever's here, my name is Bert. I'm here to talk to you. When I leave here, you have to stay here, but we're really interested in what you have to tell us. Grim Jim will be asking the questions, and I'll be going under with the headphones, so I won't be able to hear the questions. I usually just close my eyes.
Okay.
In case something freaks me out.
You bet.
But I can't hear shit with these.
Dude.
Oh, wow. All right, going under.
Rem.
Whoa, hi just came through. A lady's voice.
Is there somebody here with us? Is there anybody here with us right now?
Eat.
What do you want to eat?
No.
How many of there are you? How many entities and spirits are here right now?
And you?
Who are we talking with?
I was there.
Can you tell me more? Where were you? Are you a male or female? Anybody feel free to come forward. Who are we speaking with right now? Feel free to use our energy. Hate just came through on the spirit chat. Do you hate us being here? We're not here to hurt or harm you. We're just here to know.
American?
We're just here to know your story.
Are we chatting with the same person we were talking to last night?
Me.
No, we are. Which one? There's 9 of you last night. Wow. What's going off the rails, guys?
Mirror.
There is a mirror behind
Run
you.
away.
Why do we want to run away from the mirror? You said you wanted to hurt us last night, is that right?
Where?
You know where, it was upstairs. I don't think we're talking with a good spirit right now. I think this one's a little angry. Are you angry? Are you happy where you're at?
Me.
Yes, you. Are you happy? Seems like you're a little angry.
Came through.
But who are we talking to? Can you tell me?
Neil.
Neil?
What's the name? Neil.
Neil. Neil, are you lighting up that light right now? Were you a patient here, Neil?
Transparent.
Neil, do you know that you're unalive right now?
No.
Well, you are. You're in the afterlife. Do you know that?
War.
Were you in the war, Neil?
Me?
Yeah.
Sound like me. Wait.
Neil, do you have a message for us? Neil, if you're still here, can you light up those balls in front of...
It was like understand twice. It was like understand, and it was kind of broken up, and then understand came through again. So
I had asked if he knew that he was unalive, and you said no.
Oh, what? And it was
Yeah.
like understand.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're doing a great job, Neil. Thank you.
My family.
You have a message for your family. What's your message? You want us to tell your family something?
Dude, I heard monster, but it sounded like it said you monster, but monster came through last night too.
It did come through last night.
It was like you monster, or there's a monster, or something monster.
Neil, are you a monster in here? Are you the monster?
$1,000?
Neil, do you know what year it is?
Remember.
What do we want to remember? How did you unalive, Neil?
Sound like going up. Death.
Yeah, how did you unalive? Did you die in the war on a plane?
War again.
Wow.
War came through.
Wow. Holy cow. Did you...
Marriage.
Were
We're
you
married.
Were you married, Neil? Do you know what year it is, Neil? If we're still talking with Neil right now?
I stay. I was
You're
saying I stay.
You're more than welcome to stay. We want to chat with you. We're not here to hurt, harm, or remove you. Just want to know your story. What's your story?
Drums.
Do you have children?
Please.
Is there anything we can bring to you?
Dude, that was 3 times. It was like, it sounded like somebody like humming. It was like, ooh, ooh. And then it was like broken up from the spirit box, you know? And then it did it again. It was like, ooh.
Right before you said war, I said, "Did you die in the war?" And you said war.
What? What? And that was twice now that
Yeah.
it came through. Wow.
Is there anything we can bring to you? We're coming back tomorrow.
Sound like I'm naked.
You're naked. Why are you not clothed, Neil? If
Coming down.
Are you coming down from upstairs?
Got goosebumps.
I just got chills, guys. Upstairs is super, super active. Well, come on down and chat with us. Everyone's
Whoa.
welcome. As long as you're respectful.
When I said whoa, it like cut out. All the static just was gone for like a couple seconds, and it sounded like it said death, but it was like death, like really fast. But all the static was gone.
Are you coming downstairs right now? Come join us.
I heard.
What did you hear? And who are we talking to? Are we still talking to Neil?
My back is super staticky right now. I come.
Well, come on. Who's your sweetheart? Do you have
Dude, my back is so staticky right now. Whew.
Do you have a sweetheart?
My legs are staticky now.
The ball's lighting up again. Wow. Something's definitely here. Whatever is here is here. It just came
It
downstairs.
said, I'm here.
Holy shit,
In
dude.
a really dark voice. It was like, I'm here.
Guys. Guys, you just heard that.
Dude. I keep on, it feels like something's like
dude,
caressing me.
Take a break.
Yeah.
I literally just said, are you here? And you said, I'm here.
Dude, it was clear and growly. It was like, I'm here.
Holy cow.
Dude,
Guys.
and it felt like something was just kind of like going like this around me. Just like,
Dude, as soon as you said that, the balls lit up, so that was interesting.
really?
Clear,
Oh, sorry. Oh.
precise audio.
Well, what do you think? You
Dude.
want to go under?
Yeah, I'll go under.
I definitely think you should.
I think I'm ready.
Okay. Good luck, brother.
Dude, I got like this feeling, man.
You cannot attach to him. He just here to talk just like I am. So don't use his energy. There's plenty of other things you can use as energy. All right, y'all. So who's here with us? Can you give me a name? We got Neil. Do you know Neil? Why are you here? Oh wow. Is that you touching that ball?
It's me.
Oh my god. He said it's me. Why are you here? You obviously like talking to us.
Hush.
Oh.
I'm here.
Well, oh, thank you for showing that you're here. Wow, all the devices are going off right now.
Do it again.
Okay. Why are you here? My name is Bert. That's Jim. Thank you for talking to us. Will you please tell me why you're here?
Not crazy.
Not crazy. I understand. You probably were told that you were crazy being here. But we're just here to talk. You can tell us your story.
It sounded like it was touched him. Touch them, touch him.
Touched him? Did you touch Jim?
You.
You touched me?
It was this voice. It said, mm-hmm.
Oh my god. So you touched me. Was that you making the static around my back earlier?
It was again, mm-hmm.
Oh my god, y'all. Well, thank you for not attaching to me. I know you probably tried, but we're just here to talk. So what do you love about this place? What do you hate about this place?
You?
Me? Well, I'm sorry about that.
Kenny.
And the spirit chat just said something.
It was like three syllables. Is that like pipe tobacco? Pipe tobacco?
Pipe tobacco. Did you enjoy smoking?
Much.
Whoa. What did that say? Do you want us to bring you a cigarette? Corset, it said. Did you like to perform? And you would need a cigarette before or after?
Piano.
Piano. Oh my god.
Solo.
And it just went through the spirit chat. Something came through. Well, thank you for talking to me. Wow. So piano? Was that you that was talking to us last night and told us to find a piano?
Up there.
Up there, yep. You were up there. We were on the second
Watch
floor.
me.
Wow. Can you play a note on that piano that's behind Jim?
Energy.
Use your energy. This is incredible, y'all. You can use the energy in this room, the electricity in the walls, and move something.
Don't tell me. Don't tell.
Yeah, please, if you can, we'd really appreciate you if you tapped on the wall or played that piano since you liked piano.
Stench?
Stench. Are you talking about the stench in the kitchen?
Walls.
Yeah, it is really close, literally about 25 feet away from us.
Dude, I'm getting that. Hold on. I'm getting that same feeling.
That's static. If you're around Jim right now, can you touch one of those objects on the ground in front of him? Oh my God, spirit chat just went on. Now again, you cannot attach to him. You can't attach to me.
My home.
This is your home. We're just here to talk. We want to find out why you're here, why you love it here, why you're stuck here. What do you like to do? And thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Joke or jokester?
Jokester. No, I'm not making
funny.
So did you not? Oh my God, I thought I saw somebody to the left of me.
It either said hurt or Bert.
Oh my God. You cannot hurt me. And if you know my name, that's incredible. I mean, I did introduce myself to you. So what is your name?
It said it again, Bert.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It was deep. It was a growl. It was a deep voice.
I am so fucking, I got goosebumps, y'all. You cannot,
Bert.
You can't attach to me. Step away from me right now.
Dude, I'm getting goosebumps, man.
Yeah, me too, dude. You can't hear me, but I am too, man. Oh my God. So what, we're not here to hurt you. We're not here to take anything from you.
Sound like amputee or
Did you lose something here?
Leg.
Leg. Dude, we got leg last night through the spirit chat. Did you lose a leg?
War.
War again. 3 times now. Did you lose a leg in war?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, we appreciate your service. Thank you so much for what you've done for this country.
It's probably the end of a commercial, but it said 1942. I don't know if that's like a year.
1942. Wow. Okay. What year, like, what was so special about that year, 1942? What was going on back then?
War.
War. Wow. So 1942, you were in war. Did you?
Yep.
You come here to spend the rest of your
death.
Yep. Wow, you lived here, and hopefully
put me here.
They put you here. Holy fuck, dude. I'm having a conversation right now with the spirit, like face to face, y'all.
Hear me?
I hear you. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm not acknowledging you. I'll keep talking to you. So what's your name, man? Thank you for...
Gleason.
What?
Gleason. It said it twice.
Oh.
Robert Gleason.
What? Oh. Well, thank you for telling me your name, sir. Robert Gleason. Oh, the laser just turned off.
I did it.
Are you over there by the doorway?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it turned back on. Oh my God.
Again?
The laser just turned, and it turned just back off. Oh my God, I have so many goosebumps right now. Here, I'll show you guys. The laser is pointed towards
Kane. It said Kane.
And it turned back on, y'all. It keeps on turning back on and off and not... It's taking its time between... What the fuck? Is that you messing...
Flowers.
And it turned back on. Is that you messing with the light over there?
It was 3 syllables. Rose petals.
Dude, and there's rose petals everywhere here. Do you mind all the stuff around?
Get out.
Oh my God. Well, once we're done here, we will leave.
It said bird again.
Oh my God, y'all.
Either bird or hurt.
Well, thank you for talking to us. I know you're using the electricity from our equipment right now, but if you could...
Drain?
Yep, you're trying to drain our equipment, and if you could just use the electricity in this building. Do you know that this building is going to be demolished?
Gone.
It said gone. Yes, it's going to be gone in 2 months.
Bye.
Oh, are you leaving?
No.
You want me to leave?
It was a hum.
Oh wow. I'll leave. We will leave you alone, but we will be back tomorrow for one more night.
Come back.
Okay, we will come back. Oh my God. This is incredible, y'all. Wow.
Sergeant?
You were a sergeant in the war? And you lost your leg and you came here to spend your final days? in the hospice study.
Lonely.
Lonely. Well, just know that we really appreciate your hard work throughout.
Service.
Yeah, we appreciate your service throughout your life. Can you touch one of those balls again for me and show
I
me?
will.
Yes, please. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for being so responsive.
I don't know what this is. Tiddlywinks? I don't know what that is.
Tiddlywinks? What is a game, right? So,
Painting.
Painting, yeah, there's a painting right to the left of Jim. Do you mind those being
Him?
there? Yeah. Do you like the fact that artists are staying here now? Spirit chat, both just went off. Now, if you could, there's that red light right in front of Jim. Could you get close to that red light?
Scared.
I swear I just heard something in that kitchen. The kitchen is that dark doorway.
It's me.
It's you? Dude, I heard something move in there.
Dude, I gotta come out.
Yeah, please do. I'm sorry I didn't tell him.
Holy.
Dude, what the fuck, dude? That was literally, I was having a conversation, like, with them. And it's static field over here, dude.
Dude, like my hair on my legs are standing up right now.
Feels so cold all around here, dude. Like over here.
Dude, you can't see my legs.
So much static. Here.
Dude, the hair is like standing up.
Dude, you won't believe that session. Like, what the fuck? Everybody on
Dude,
live is just blown away.
I feel super overwhelmed, man, like super emotional.
You okay?
Yeah.
Dude, and it kept doing this. And it's not doing it at a certain rhythm. It's so random. And then I was like, is that you over there? And you're like, mm-hmm. And something moved in there, dude. I heard something move.
I don't know if that was me.
That might have been. No, you weren't that close.
Was that you? Can you please do that again?
I don't feel ecstatic anymore.
Dude, I feel it's like all around me.
Okay.
I just feel super uneasy, man. Dude, the only way that I can explain what it was is, there it goes again. Why is it doing that?
Dude, I don't know. And it started doing it randomly. I filmed a little bit of it, but there's that camera catching it right now. But look, it takes forever to turn back on. And I asked if it was draining or using our gadgets for energy. It was like drained.
Yeah, it's not even cutting on now.
It's not turning on?
No.
Oh my God.
Currently, we're in what they would call the toe tag room. And that's why there's 2 doors that lead right out to South Congress over there. The morticianer would pull up right over there and there would be dead bodies in here. This was the toe tag room. We're in the basement. So they would wheel them out, back up the truck right there on South Congress. And yeah, that's why it's almost like a hidden door. We had an incident on the 2nd story east wing where we had another paranormal investigators come, and the next morning there was glass shattered all over up and down the hallways and everywhere in that east wing. And this wasn't window glass, it was like really thick glass, and the amount of it, I mean, it would cover this whole basement and then some. It covered this entire room. It covered this entire hallway.
All the broken glass?
Yes.
Wow.
Thick glass. All down this hallway. And it covered this whole room and this entire room.
What?
Oh yeah.
What?
It seemed to have came from like right here.
Dude, that's
But
where
the thickness of the glass Like, there's nothing here that could have made that much amount of glass. And there were people up here in their rooms, no one heard a thing.
So it was just here,
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
They called us, they're like mad. It's just like, what the hell, you let someone just break glass everywhere? We're like, what are you talking about? I was like, did anyone hear? They're like, no, like, so no one heard a thing. I think that bringing all these artists in to this kind of a space and all the creativity and stuff has like maybe rustled some feathers, but I think that the overall, we kind of enjoy living with them, I guess.
The Stonebriar is a great place where I built a community of creatives that all get to work together, and everybody has like many skills, not just one. So we collaborate a lot and then learn from each other, and we're growing in the ways that we, like with our collaborations, like we just think of like other things to do, to add, and now we're opening up a new space. So after the Stonebriar gets demolished, I feel like this was a great learning experience for my team, that we can make anything, you know, like something out of nothing and use our imaginations.
And do you think that when they tear this down, the spirits are going to stay here, or whatever is going on here, or do you think, or hope that they kind of pass on?
I would hope to think that we put so much positive energy and love into the space that the souls would be healed.
Okay, my name is Ryan, and I am one of the awful dreaded Californians taking over Austin, Texas. But I've been here for about 15 years now, and I've gotten a very good taste of the old Austin, and I've seen it and lived it, and it was really awesome. I really enjoyed it. And everyone is talking about how old Austin's gone. Like, you know, all these Californian businesses are taking over. Everything's becoming a strip mall and condos and all that. And why is that? Because, you know, I don't know. The people in Austin aren't really sticking up for themselves, and they're just letting it happen. Like, what makes this place magical is that it's a bunch of people coming together, producing and feeding off each other's energy, and creating and producing and making really cool, magical things happen, you know? And this is a place for people to, you know, express themselves and create. And there is nothing like that these days. And it's a real shame that something like this is going to be torn down, you know, because what's going to go here in place of this? More condos and more strip malls, and we have plenty of those already. And from what I understand, all the condos that are all downtown, half of them are vacant, and it's a little excessive, you know, these days. And it's a real shame that something like this is going.
Right when Ryan is talking about the demolition, his microphone stops recording. But if you look closely, the EMF detector starts triggering right before the microphone stops.
Whoa. Your phone? Yeah, it's rolling right now. Sorry. Alright, so we just got this. Let's see. Why are you here? That thing's just constantly going off, but why are we here? Well, we're going to give you a brief introduction to who we are.
So we got the next session set up. We have two of the cat balls on the stairs, and Jim will be in here asking questions for this Estes Method session. He will have his spirit chat with him, and I will have my spirit chat over here. Let's take a look at the setup. Got the night vision camera on me. I'll be laying in the gurney with lights out, and the spirit chat is on the wheelchair. We got a K2 meter also nearby, and it seems to be going pretty crazy. What is it? You know. So yeah, Jim will be asking the questions.
We'll see what answers we get.
I don't like this already.
Let me know when you're ready.
So my name is Bert.
My name is Jim.
We're here to communicate with you. I'm hoping that I'm sitting in this gurney for a good reason. So please, if you're here, you can use my energy, you can use his energy, and we're here to just find out why you're here and if we can help you in any kind of way.
This is your space. We're guests in it. You're already doing a great job lighting up all the equipment and communicating. We're not here to hurt, harm, or remove you. We just want to know more about your story and be able to share it. So if you have a message, please come across. Feel free to use our energy, use the energy in the room, all of our batteries. This is a way for us to communicate with the other side. So thank you very much in advance.
Let's do it, brother. All right, going under.
What's your name? Do you have a name?
Leave now.
Well, we're not leaving. Who are you?
Five.
Is there 5 of you in here? Who am I talking to?
Patient.
Were you a
Not
patient?
patience, but patient.
Mine just said bad timing. If there's somebody in here, can you touch Bert? Do you know you're unalive?
There's static all over my face right now.
Oh, same right now. If that's you touching Bert, can you do it one more time?
It was me.
Oh, it was.
Behind you.
Where are you gonna hide me at? Who am I talking to? Said there's 5 of you.
I don't give a shit.
Wow. Well, you don't have to, but we're respectful. We just want to talk.
Come on.
Are you happy? Do you know that you're dead?
Point taken.
Do you know what year it is?
I'm in front of you.
Are you? Are you doing a good job making that detector go off there?
Powers.
What did they do?
Anger.
Anchor, were you in the military?
You.
What about me?
You.
I have an anchor tattoo. Why are you still here?
Go home.
Why are you still here? Why haven't you left?
back when I'm done. Kind of weird.
Why are you so mean?
Whoa, that was long. What are you doing out here?
Is that you?
Noise.
Yeah, that was a noise. Was that you?
I believe in anything.
Is that you touching the REM pod? Do it again.
This is actually my apartment.
Did you live here or were you a patient?
Right here inside you, it just said.
Who's coming?
The power is here.
Wow. What power is here? I feel it. Can you touch Bert? He's on the table there. The devil's here.
Hi.
Oh, that's not a good feeling, guys. We're not allowed to attach yourself to any of us. If you have power, touch Bert on that table. Touch him. Can you touch his leg? Are you in the hallway again? Is that you?
I might be seeing you.
Well, you can't come with us. I hope you know that. You have to stay here. What's your name?
Keep on talking to me. Thank you for talking to me.
Were you married?
I'm here. Holy shit.
You're here? Who's here?
I was about to call it because it was like nothing coming through. I mean, it was like interference. But then that came through right before I pushed power. It was like, I'm here.
Dude, you said that multiple times.
That was the most clear response to, honestly, that was like, I'm here.
So when I said who's here, you said, I'm here. And I said, who's here? And it says the devil.
No fucking way.
It says the devil. I said,
and we got 666 earlier.
We did. Something evil with us here?
I'm so
rejected. Yeah, dude, you can't come with us.
Dude, I am goosebumped up. Man.
I said, use my energy and touch Bert on the face. And you said, I get static all on my head.
Yeah, dude, it was my beard. I could feel it, like, for some reason, I guess it's the hairs or something.
I said, you can't hurt him, but touch him to let you know that you're there. And then you said, oh, there's static all on my face or whatever.
Holy fuck,
it's intelligent again, dude.
Yeah.
That was intense. And this has been just going off the fucking rails.
Wow.
I mean, just completely red. Every time you answer, or
really?
It's just red. Every time. I mean, you're catching it.
Nice. You want to get up here?
No.
Okay.
After seeing that, hell no.
I was going to say that was scary. I just kept feeling like there was something, like, and my eyes were closed, but it just, like, it felt like something was just revolving around me. And it said behind you, and then it said in front of you.
It felt like somebody was watching me while I was talking because I was trying to keep eyes on you and this camera. So,
right, dude.
You good?
Cool.
Whew. Dude, there's something down here.
That was freaky, dude.
Look, it's all on red right now.
Oh, wow.
Like solid.
What? And now it's gone.
Can you do that again? I don't think you can. Make it go all the way red and hold it. All the way.
No light. I need a light. They took him.
Who did they take? Light it all the way up to red. You're doing great. You're at yellow. A little bit more. A little bit more. Come on. All the way to red.
Whoa.
Keep going.
You got this.
Use my energy. Spike it all the way to red right now, please. I'm going to count it down. 3, 2, 1.
It's gone now. Magnet. Oh.
There you go.
Yep, it went red.
One more time.
Oh.
Thank you.
After we wrap up, Grim Jim heads back to Vegas, and for some reason, it takes me weeks to even look at the footage. I was so affected afterwards, I went through a depression spell that made me want to quit everything. I go live on TikTok while moving files around at home, and I find in my night vision camera files a random folder with just a single photo in it. It's weird, there's a picture on the night vision camera that I don't remember taking. It might have been just like, what? Oh my god. Well, is Jim watching right now? No, he's not. Damn. Y'all. I just got goosebumps when I saw this. What the fuck is this here? Okay, I have to show you now. I'm sorry. And check this out. That's in the doorway. We kept on seeing or feeling like something was watching us. Look, there's nothing around. But you can clearly see some. I am so scared, dude. Like, I'm not even there right now. I'm at home. But this figure was caught in the same doorway where we constantly felt something watching us. This was Stonebriar at the end of July when the artists were moving out. Suddenly more future sight of Leland signs pop up as well. This is the state of Stonebriar just before the release of this documentary, about a week or so from demolition. It's surreal to think about what this building has been through, and with the spirits here being as powerful as they are, something tells me that they are older than the building itself and have been here a lot longer. This is one location I'll always remember, and even if this was the last investigation I ever embarked on, I'm confident in the evidence we captured over this time. All I could hope for is that this opened at least one person's mind from what we've all experienced here, and if so, then I've done my job. Moving on from Stonebriar with only 15 artists, LuxArt plans on producing more quality and quantity with other positive, like-minded folks as they grow in a new direction. Let's just hope whatever is tied to this land moves on, but if not, maybe I'll be back.